Hello everyone. In this video we will be learning about higher order functions in JavaScript. So we'll look at three functions: map, filter and reduce. There are a lot other functions. You can look at it on MDN, but here we'll learn only three and we'll understand what is higher order functions. So higher order functions is basically functions predefined so that you can use it directly on your array or number or data type, any data type. So we'll try using map, filter and reduce on our array which we have created already here. So let's start with map. So array dot map, this is the syntax, and parentheses, we add parentheses, and then we define our data, whatever our data is. Like here it is numbers. We can define anything, x, num, y or whatever we want, anything. Here I'll take num and then we give arrow function. This is arrow function. If you don't know what is arrow function, it is an ES6 concept. For that you can read it on MDN or wait for my video, but I'll suggest you to read it on MDN because this will develop you something like reading skill in programming, which is very necessary. And now we can perform any sort of function on this num. This num is basically individually every number in this array or every data type in this array. We can perform it on anything like strings or objects or anything. But here I have taken number so that it is easy to explain to you. Now let's try. First of all, I'll try doing console.log of num. What it will do, that basically it will do that it will console each and every number in the array. Let's save it. You can see here that it is consoled 1 to 0, all the 10 numbers we have. Now I want to change something. I want to multiply these numbers with 2. Let's do that. Now it will change all the values in the array. You can see that 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 and 0. Because whatever number we multiply to 0 is 0. Let's try adding 2 so that it can be clear to you. You can see here 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 and 11 and 2. So that's it, and I'll change it back to multiplication so that it looks a little bit cooler, which is not the concept. And now we'll move to filter. Array dot filter. Same it is with our filter. We give here num and then we give our fat arrow function, arrow function, which is our ES6 syntax. And then what we do is that we write our logic over here. We can write it like this, or we can just write it here. We can do it anyway. I'll show you by writing it like this. Now I can do I want to remove number which is equal to 3. So I'll do num equals 3. So it will perform this action. And sorry, I need to console.log it so that I can show you. First of all, I'll remove this and I'll remove this, and now I'll save it. Why are we getting an empty array? So we have to return it so that we can get an array. You can see that we got our only 3 because we have said that filter out every number that is equal to 3. You must be thinking that no, it can be wrong. So let's do that. Filter out 3. If the number is not equal to 3, then filter it out. You can see that we have got all the numbers without 3. Similarly, what if I change 7 to 3 and 9 to 3? Let's see this. All our 3's are removed and we get only these 7 numbers. So I'll turn my code back to normal, and now I'll leave it like this only for you to try. You can check the code on GitHub. And now we'll move to reduce. So we'll do array dot reduce. Now reduce takes two parameters. The first one is current number and the second one is accumulator, and here we write the logic. This is our fat arrow function, and here we write our logic like current plus 1, current plus accumulator. Let's do this, and then we put a comma and we define the accumulator, like we defined is 0. Then what happens? I'll console.log it, actually console.log, and now I'll save it. First of all, I'll have to remove this console. I'll remove it and I'll save it. Current is not defined. What do you mean to say? Yeah, now it works. So what is our current? Current is basically the same thing which is num here and num over here. So current is our numbers in the array. It loops over all the indexes in our array and performs the action. And now what it is? Accumulator. Accumulator is basically what we define over here. If we define it 5, we'll get 50 over here. Let's try saving it. You can see accumulator is basically the starting and the ending, where we get all our data accumulated. Reduce can be used like wildly and it has a lot of uses. You will see it in like bigger programs, and for that you have to stay tuned to this channel. So for that you can subscribe to the channel. Higher order functions is clear. If you need the code, it is in the description. Till then, bye bye.